Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Life. Welcome to January 1st, 2026. Yeah, what a wonderful year that we're walking into when we're traveling the right side of life. I know that there's going to be things that are illuminated, hidden information, scenarios, situations, or even mindsets that once were veiled from us will be illuminated to us, knowing that we, when we receive this hidden information, and I've been receiving it in dribs and drabs, in confirmations, more so than my intuition. My intuition alerted me that there were things that were not being seen or specifically hidden, if you will. And with the confirmations that I've been receiving and the research that I've been doing, I've now become more clear, and I hold more of an ability in order to cultivate a new plan, right? Because when hidden information comes to you, instead of feeling overwhelmed by it or, feeling discouraged even, because when things are hidden from us, usually it's because we either don't want to see it or, someone does not want us to see it. Because when we move in response, right, and we continue to heed our intuition and nurture our inner knowing and believe in what is positive and pure, whether it be seen or unseen, it puts us in a better position in order to continue to manifest our true desires, regardless of what information is now known, right? Or will become known with, more forward motion in the direction of your true path. Because everything needs to be balanced. And if you're putting in the work and you've noticed or become aware of hidden ulterior motives or hidden, anything for that matter, it gives you more of an ability to use your clarity and your discernment so that when you respond to the information, the scenarios, the situations that are being illuminated to you, that you do it with poiseful grace. Because if you allow your negative side, right, your explosive nature, to take forefront and, react instead of respond regarding the information that you're retrieving, right, it could turn your timeline. And that's certainly what you don't want to do. So make sure that you use a moment to reflect on the information that you've been receiving so that you move in the best manner that will uplift and help you secure your foundation, right? Because some of this misknown or unseen or eluded information that's coming to the forefront could make you really angry. I know that when situations are negative deliberately and I'm in the road to receive the energy that is being illuminated, right? It's not for me to be upset. It's not for me to take retribution. It's not my place to be judge or jury, right? Jury or judge. like prosecutor. It's not my place. My place is to offer love and light and healing energy so that whatever or whomever was covering up the hidden information that is being illuminated to you, that they actually see the disconnect in them own selves, so that they would be able to reattach the interconnectivity, the link between what they have been in, which could be negative, because when you're deliberately hiding things that could be like low energy, like density, if you will, or trying to suppress or submit, or to get you to submit, right? By allowing the debauchery to continue and not doing anything about it. When you're given hidden information, it's not for you to use in one type of way. It's for you to use as a whole in order to uplift. And sometimes you have to discover where the disconnect is attached to you in order to be able to see a better picture presented. It may sound a little confusing, I get that. But what I can tell you is that if things are being hidden and you're now being, illuminated to the misalignment, right? Because that's what it comes down to. It's misalignment. And that it's being sent to you, or somehow you're involved in it through no, course of your own. Like in my instance, I hired a web developer to help me with my website, only to find out that there's a big disconnect between the website and me. Even though it all says me and it all looks like it's mine, I haven't been receiving the information that has been grafted, right, since the year 2023. And yeah, you would think that would make me angry, but what I actually do feel is sorry. I feel sorry not for me, but for the other energies that felt it necessary to do things in an outside, deliberate, negative way, because that's what's being illuminated to me. This is all deliberate. Why, I don't know. In time, I'm sure, that will be discovered as well. But what I do know is that it's my position right now, in order to fix the disconnect, to be able to connect me to my website, to connect me to my community, so that I don't leave people behind unnecessarily because of a disconnect that I was not aware of. You see, yes, it's good to be partnered with other people or establishments or even companies, but when your focus is in one direction and it's not equally shared amongst all of your endeavors, things like this can happen. And sometimes you make choices to let one thing slide while you work on another, because you needed, in order to fix yourself, in order to be able to work outside of yourself. That's what happened to me. I needed to fix myself, and I needed to be able to focus fully on that. Well, almost, anyway. It didn't stop me from reaching out and, adding encouragement and support to others, because regardless of what's going down in my personal life, your life is just as important. Everybody as individuals all have a story to tell, and their story should never be covered up or, misshielded, misguided, given a false perception of. So I always made sure that I didn't forget, that I always placed the energy of giving out first, knowing that I would receive. And I did. I received my health. I'm like 80% back to normal. That's a great big advantage for me because I was 80% below normal. So I pulled all of my abilities and focused everything on self-development, evolution, physical healing, spirituality, and mental growth in order to clear up the cobwebs that were forming in my temple because of stagnation and because of, lack of accepting what the truth really was. And we all do that for one reason or another, so don't beat yourself up. I never actually, harmed myself with words or actions on purpose. We all say and do things before we're aware. And once we are aware, then that gives us the ability to see what we may not have been able to see before. And if you find yourself in a similar position, you're not alone. You are definitely not alone. Your spirit team is encouraging you to stay positive and upbeat, regardless of what may be, seeping out of the corners, if you will, information-wise, But take it as a lesson and then find the value. I know I have. And I put too much trust in an outside influence. My web publishing team. So, I learned a big, huge lesson. But that's okay. Because you know what? Life is filled with lessons. And now I know. And now I could evolve. And I could achieve what I need in order to continue to make my foundation firm. Using the tools that I have. My mind, my clarity, my intuition, my balance, my harmony within me, within all of my situations, regardless of what they may appear to be. Because I have faith in me, my direction, and my ability to achieve, my ability to succeed. I don't ever stop. I never stop. I'm constantly in motion, constantly. And when I'm not in motion, I'm still thinking, and I'm still in motion. And you have that ability as well. So when you find yourself uncovering hidden information, don't think that it's, to hurt you. It's to help you. It's your catalyst. It's to give you the courage, the motivation, the motion, the willingness, and the desire to uncover all of the hidden truths, to make everything transparent and easily accessible, not just to one, but for everyone. Because as I uncover different scenarios, I share them. I share everything willingly and openly because information is powerful. And when we use it for self-empowerment, then we are an unstoppable force. For good, for positive, for love, for light, for all that is right? The positive side of the road. And a little shout out. If you're in the Netherlands and you have an ability to help me locate who's actually hosting my website, I'd love to hear your thoughts and your input in order for me to be able to uncover the exact hosting company that is associated, or the source, if you will, from the website that, although may look very beautiful, is still hiding things from me. Like, a lot. Everything, actually. Except comments. Imagine that. Crazy, right? But what I will say is that I am up for every adventure. And I will uncover and I will be shown what has been hidden in its entirety. And it will come in divine steps. Because I believe and I continue to hold love and light and positivity. And I don't harbor any resentment, nor do I, look toward an easy out. Because I already know that the way out is the way through. So, walking through the blades of fire, not just for me, but for you too. It's amazing. It really is. So be mindful, be adaptful, and use your perception to perceive on a higher level. And don't react, respond. Don't hate, don't have malice. Offer healing, loving energy and let it go. And then look and see what is illuminated to you. My lovely collective, thank you. Good luck, new beginnings, positive possibilities, and the ability to see whatever may be hidden from you specifically. Love you.